Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in. You come to the right place, the Zodiac Connection with Mr.Goodbread. Now guys, today we're going to talk about cheating. But no, we're not going to talk about cheating in that way. Not a Mr.Goodbread episode. Trust me on this one, guys. Today, I'm going to go through all 12 Zodiac signs. I'm going to group them by air, fire, earth, and water. All right, I'm gonna group them by that way, but I'm gonna go over how each sign cheats and how each sign handles getting cheated on. All right, guys, you guys know that relationships are based on an emotional connection, a physical connection. So some signs, when they're not getting one or the other, will veer off and do their own thing. Now, I'm not saying that everybody do or everybody don't. We're just gonna have fun with it today, and we're just gonna see what it do. All right, guys? Do let me know. Comment in the comment section when I get to your sign if I'm on point or not. You know how I work over here on the Zodiac Connection. All right, guys. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna start with the water signs, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Out of the three signs, I know this sign gets the bad rap and all of that thing, but Scorpio, to me, will be the first out of that to be inclined to cheat, because Scorpios are mysterious. People say that they're sneaky, but they're not sneaky. They just mysterious, and they have a magical intuition. You know what I mean? And they are so private with their feelings and their emotions. You know what I mean? So they're designed to keep a secret. They're designed, and the only way for cheating to go down is in a secret, you know what I mean, and secretive, and they're just built to keep a secret. So, you know what I mean, do know that if you catch a Scorpio cheating, then it's the other person that leaked the information, because you will be hard pressed to catch a Scorpio cheating, and that's man and woman. You know what I mean? They're just designed to just be secretive, and that's what it is. Next, I would have to say will be the Cancer. Cancers are a young sign. So anything young will make a selfish decision. And we all know that cheating is a selfish decision. You know what I mean? So Cancers tend to make a selfish decision like that. Plus, Cancers have a thing where they turn it on and turn it off. They play with their own feelings. So sometimes Cancers are like something, and it's kind of weird, like a Libra. But this is only with love, not everything like Libra. Libra do that shit with everything. They can't decide what they want to. But with Cancers, it's more so they turn it on and turn it off whenever they want. This is the man and the female. Like, the man can play victim, and just like the female can play victim, like just like that. You know what I mean? So they'll trick themselves into sabotage. These are the sabotage relationship types too. They'll sabotage a good relationship. You know what I mean? And then next, guys, Pisces. Pisces definitely would be last, because I can't even really see a Pisces cheating unless their needs is being not fulfilled, and that's physically. Because emotionally, Pisces is in tune. They could be in tune with any one of the zodiacs emotionally, but it's when the physical part of it is lacking, that's when I see like Pisces cheating. Unlike, you know what I mean, the Scorpio or the Cancer, where, you know what I mean, the emotional part, if you lack the emotional part, then that'll make a Cancer or a Scorpio cheat. But, you know what I mean, because the physical don't mean nothing to them. The physical don't really mean that much. Don't hold that weight. You gotta be physical with them. I mean, I'm not saying you can't be you better be touchy-feely with them, but the emotional connection with them two outweighs the touchy-feeling. Unlike the Pisces, where that touchy-feeling lets them know the emotional connection is there. You get how that work, guys? So Pisces is least likely to cheat unless their needs is not being fulfilled. You know what I mean? And even then, it's like it'll kill them. It's killing them when they're doing it. You know what I mean? It's killing them when they're doing it. Now let's flip that now. Let's go over how each of these signs will react to cheating. You know what I mean? Let's start with the Scorpio now. So the Scorpio guys definitely is gonna know that you're cheating on them. and they're definitely going to pay you back. And they definitely will mention it when you call yourself asking them, or when they're ready to sabotage their situation, they will let you know what this, and this, and they're gonna let you know that you cheated, and you're gonna think the whole time that they don't know what you did. So you're gonna think you have all leverage to get on them about cheating on you when they know you cheated on them. You see, that's the secretiveness to the Scorpio. And this is man and woman. You know what I mean? Man and woman, both of them is gonna do that. Like, they're not even gonna blow it up. This is why you'll see the Scorpios and the Scorpio men get labeled as players along with the Sagittarius man. But it's not that they're players, it's that they reading energy. So if something at home is lacking, they're not even gonna try to fix. They're gonna mention. They're not even gonna try to fix it. They're just gonna go get it somewhere else. You know what I mean? And that's just how they're designed and how they're built, guys. Now, the Cancer is gonna want to know everything. What happened, when happened, what you was thinking, why you was doing it, who. They're gonna want to run down on them. They're gonna want to ask them a bunch of questions. They're gonna find the whole bottom line of the story. You know what I mean? They want to get to the bottom line of the story, and they're still entertaining the fact of letting you come back, because now they're gonna play. They don't know. They're gonna play indecisive. They don't know. Their heart say yeah. Their heart want to forgive you. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that relationship where you might break up, come back together, break up, come back together, and you know what I mean? But they always got a place for you in their heart, because Cancer's genuinely a great people. They're great. They if you ask me, that's not this list, but Cancers is probably gonna be on the list to make the best wives. You know what I mean? Cancers was always on. They was on every list so far. You know what I mean? It's just a unique sign. You know what I mean? But do know, they ain't playing that. And this is men and women. Men and women. They just don't play that getting cheated on crap, because they really adore love to the brink, guys. Now, Pisces is going to be oh so dramatic, torn, ripped. They're not going to be able to believe that you did that to them. You know what I mean? These guys is going to go, they're going to go in their own shell. You know what I mean? They're going to go in their own shell. And you know what I mean? They're gonna, because Pisces have their own delusion. And again, guys, Pisces is one of the most hardest signs to really try to predict something, because there's two types of Pisces. Unlike any other signs, there's definitely a February and a March difference with the Pisces. So, you know what I mean? This joint might pertain to some Pisces that watch my channel, and other Pisces might be like, nah, that ain't me. But in another video, I might mention something about the Pisces, and that might be you, because the Pisces is two different. It's two differences in Pisces. You got the February Pisces and you got the March Pisces, right? But so far, that's pretty much the loop on the water signs, guys. Let's get to the next. Hey guys, next up, we have our earth signs, and our earth signs consist of Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos. All right, guys. Now, these signs right here, I'm going to tell you right now, these signs right here, they like love. They like love, but they more grounded. They more career-grounded, career-oriented. They like money more than love. Like, these are the people that understand. These are going to be a lot of your woke people, your people that's able to be not non-delusional. Your non-delusional folks is going to be in here naturally. Your naturally non-delusional folks are going to be in this. You know what I mean? Preferably the Cap. You know what I mean? The Cap is the traditional person. That's the traditional person, period. You know what I mean? Money, power, respect. When you think of a Capricorn, you think money, power, and respect. You know what I mean? That's with both. That's with the man and the woman. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So let's get it started. Out of all three of those, I'm going to have to say the Virgo is definitely the most inclined to do the cheating out of these three signs. You know what I mean? Because the Virgo, they be tempted a lot. Like they got this curiosity in them. They got like a curiosityness in them, and they very tempted to touch the fire. And you know what I mean? Plus the Virgo got them hidden insecurities. You know what I mean? So whenever you got hidden insecurities, you're gonna always want more. You know what I mean? Nothing. What you have not gonna be enough. So that's what cheating is all about, getting the upper hand. You know what I mean? Plus, another thing with the Virgos, guys, these guys can detach their emotions from the sexual. You know what I mean? Their emotions don't equal the sex. You know what I mean? So they can attack the emotions from the physical. You know what I mean? So they don't need that. They don't need, I told you guys, these guys just need the physical. They don't need the emotion of being deep and sunk in love. They like love and they like touchy-feely. They like the physical, but it's not high up there like how the last sign we just did, guys, the water signs. So now we're going to go to the Caps. And the Caps is real sensitive on the low, you know what I mean? They real sensitive, but they secretive too. They secretive. So much like that Scorpio, the Caps is secretive and they naive. You know what I mean? So this is the sign that is just stumble and slip, and they story 9 times out of 10 gonna be, I don't know, I was drunk, or I was not thinking, I was not my right self. And I mean, these are them right here. They're gonna, that's the only way they'll slip up, you know what I mean? Because they so focused. This sign, Caps, is focused, the focus sign. You know what I mean? And like I said, career orientated, and it's based around security too. You know what I mean? Best believe if that sign step out of the relationship, it's probably somebody that's better than who the partner that they're dealing with. They're gonna always be the upgraders. They're not gonna downgrade. They're never the downgraders. You know what I mean? So they'll pleasure themselves before they cheat and go downward. You know what I mean? Just to cheat. That's not them. Now, Tauruses, they last, because Tauruses is the loyalist out of all 3 of them signs. Taurus is part of they with the Leos and the Aries and shit. They loyal. These are the loyalist Zodiac sign on the thing right here. They don't really play that cheating on you crap. Now, Taurus will cheat, much like the Pisces, if they're physical. If the physical not there, then Taurus will cheat. You know what I mean? And this Tauruses is not good cheaters either. Tauruses get caught because their heart their heart ain't mean to do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? See how that work? They only did it because the physical probably wasn't being met, but their heart, the emotional connection could still be there. But unfortunately, you know what I mean, cheating is cheating. All right, guys, now let's flip it. This is how these guys are gonna react. Being that these guys, they analyze and they take their time before they get into situations, to get cheated on is almost like a slap in the face to them, and it's almost like a warning to their defense mechanism. So these people ain't gonna take cheating lightly. Like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna wanna talk to you ever again. You know what I mean? Ever again. But let's go. Taurus is you're gonna hear about it. Taurus is gonna make sure they prove their point. They're gonna talk about it every day. You know what I mean? You gonna wish like you didn't really, but Taurus will let you back in their life if you promise, if your story right, and if you promise to make up to them whatever they demands and commands is, because it's gonna be a lot. But if you promise to do that, then they'll let you back into their life. But you gonna wish like hell you just cut your ties and cut your losses. You know what I mean? If you cheat on the Taurus, just cut your losses. You know what I mean? Then you got the Virgos. Virgos is more practical. Virgos just want to understand what went wrong, what they did wrong. Remember, it's the insecurity in them. They want to understand what did that person have that they didn't have. So they're going to give you all those questions. They're going to have questions for you that you didn't think they were going to ask, because it ain't important to you, but it's important to them. You know what I mean? And they'll forgive you as long as your story is a good story and you're the victim in your story. Now, if you can come up with a story that of you cheating and you're the victim, then you a good dude or good girl. You know what I mean? But if you can't come up with a story where you're the victim, ain't no no story. And your story better not be, I don't know, I just don't know. Because then you're going to get cooked, man, and they're not going to let you back in their life, man. So come up with a story, man, that's good. Don't cheat. You know what I mean? And now, guys, we're going to go on to Cap. If you cheat on the Capricorn, you're done, son. They're cold. They're the coldest when it comes to that cheating joint. Because Capricorns already feel like they're doing you a favor messing with you. So you cheat on the Cap, and you just waste their time. Time is so much money to them. Remember, guys, these money, power, respect with these guys. So, you know what I mean? And if you was to get lucky, or if they really like you and they let you back, they're going to let you know from time to time of your mistake. Every time. So you're going to have to just cut your losses with the Caps. You know what I mean? All right, guys, we moving right along. Guys, don't forget, please hit the like button and do subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. All it costs you is to sign into Google, sign into your Google account. Everybody got a Gmail, so you got a Google account. Sign into that sucker so you could just hit the like button. It helps out the channel here, guys. All right, now we done did the water signs, we done did the earth signs. Now we on to the fire signs, all right, guys? Now this sign right here, your fire signs, you got your Aries, you got your Sagittarius, and you got your Leos. All right, now. Cheating. Out of all of these signs, I'm going to say Sagittarius is definitely going to be more inclined to cheat, do all the cheating. You know what I mean? Because Sagittarius is the life of the party. Sagittarius is so cool, and I'm talking man and female. They're so cool, like Jeter. I mean, this is the alpha sign, right? Remember, guys, Saggies are the alpha sign right there. They just the life of the party. And bored. Anything bores them. Like all of these signs, or with the fire signs, they all need that constant excitement, constant movement, constant, you know what I mean, the adrenaline rush. They need they need that. You know what I mean? The physical emotion, throw both of those out the window when it comes to this sign. More so with the Aries, they need the emotion. They the most emotion. And the Leos don't play cheating. They're loyal. Remember, they're part of that Taurus Aries gang with the loyalty joint. They're loyalty signs. You know what I mean? But let's get back to what we do over here, guys. So the Saggies, you know what I mean? They the biggest rule breakers out of the three. So that's another reason why I say they're more inclined. Plus, they're curious. They're more curious than the Virgo. You know what I mean? So they definitely swaggy. They swaggy with it. Then I would say have to be the Aries. Aries is self-centered. You know what I mean? And when you self-centered, you know what I mean? You a little selfish. And when you're selfish, and you do things for quick gratification, because Aries do stuff for instant and quick gratification. And that's a bad recipe when it comes to cheating, because cheating is quick gratification. You know what I mean? So they'll be the second. And like I said, Leos is least likely to cheat. You know what I mean? They don't play with the love shit. You know what I mean? They really strong on love. Like they feel love is love. If you with me, I'm with you. They really hard body on that. You know what I mean? And let's get it, guys. How they gonna react when they get cheated on is a whole different story, because this the fire sign. So look for bells, whistles, all of that, guys. Now with the Aries, after the Aries try to do a drive-by with a couple of the homies or a couple of the girls, you know what I mean? After they key your car up, you know what I mean? They'll talk to you, because Aries, they tend to go from 0 to 125, but then they also go from 125 back down to 0, and they'll talk to you, you know what I mean? And as long as your story ain't sneaky like you was doing the sneak stuff for a long time, Aries will forgive you. You know what I mean? Aries are part of the foolish love gang too. You know what I mean? They'll forgive you. You know what I mean? Leos, Leos, this is the property damage. They're gonna damage your property. They gonna, you know what I mean, the women is gonna sabotage everything you got going for you. You know what I mean? They're gonna be very vindictive. The men is gonna be very vindictive. This is the dude that'll be on social media talking about look and cutting the female clothes and doing all types of weirdo bozo crap. That's, you know what I mean? But when your heart hurt, your heart hurt. You know what I mean? And that's just how Leos react to that situation. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Now, Saggies is more clever because Saggies they'll find out who you're talking to, right? And then they'll set up the meeting with that person. So you'll walk in and buy out that person to be sitting there in your face with the other, you know what I mean? And it's just a setup situation. That's how clever Saggies is. And Saggies, they're not going to forgive you either because honestly, that's too much wasted time for them. You know what I mean? Saggies not really forgiving because they know they always got options. For some weird reason, Saggies always got options. So if you dating a Saggy, man or female, just know you can be replaced, man. They have options. And not even that they harping on their options, because they could be that loyal to you, but they have options, period. Like, you know what I mean? So you do know you can be replaced. You know what I mean? And that's how they act. That's how the Saggies do. Last but not least, we have the air signs. And you guys know I'm an Aquarius, so I save my sign for last. All right, guys. Now with these signs, if you messing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, make sure they're messing with you the same way you're messing with them. You cannot assume that you're a boyfriend or girlfriend with these people. It has to be known. Something had to have been said. A conversation had to have been had to where you can hold them accountable of saying that you deal with them in that instance. You know what I mean, guys? Because these guys, by the way they treat people, they treat everybody how they want to be treated. So you'll be with them and you'll be their best friend, and they'll treat you like if you're their boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you get that? So you will think that just because they're shopping, spending money on you, taking you with them, doing this, doing that with you, spending this amount of time with you, that y'all boyfriend and girlfriend. And if they didn't say that, that's not what y'all are. So you got to be very communicative with these group of people. This is not the out of control gang right here. This is the gang. This is the freedom gang. This is what I call the freedom gang. These people and their freedom is sickening. You know what I mean? Guys, that's the Gemini, that's the Aqua, and it's the Aquarius, and that's the Libra, guys. Remember, always make sure. Now, this is tricky. With these signs, I really can't pick who's more likable to cheat. And it gotta be the Aquarius sign and the Gemini sign. Both. You know what I mean? And they're only gonna cheat if to exercise their freedom. Like I said, if it's too many rules being set by their partner, or if their partner is getting too controlling or too demanding, they're gonna zone out. They're gonna tune right on out. You know what I mean? And even with that, they're not likable to just go cheat. Like somebody gotta touch on that emotional side. Somebody gotta touch on that emotional side. Because these signs right here, they could throw that emotional, throw that physical joint out the window with these guys right here. It's more of an intellect and travel, intellect and movement and fast pace. It turns these signs on. You know what I mean? Non-traditional. They do not have rules. These are the ruleless gang. This is the ruleless gang right here. So with that said, least likely is the Libra. Libra is least likely to cheat. Not saying that they won't, because they will, you know what I mean? But they're least likely because it stresses them. Libras have a hard time figure out yes from no and left or right to be living that double life. They're the opposite of the Virgo. They do not have that built in to turn it off and turn it on. You know what I mean? It's one dimensional with them and love. You know what I mean? Because half the time they don't really know if they're in love or if they're not in love. If they're in love, if they're not in love. You know what I mean? So if you're in a relationship with these guys, right, and you suspect that they're cheating on you, do come with hardcore, solid evidence. Don't come with assuming facts, because if you come with assuming facts, it's going to backfire on you. You know what I mean? That's each of these 3 signs. I repeat, if you with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini, and you suspect that they're cheating, make sure you have adequate and prompt, clear evidence, guys. All right? Because the minute you start attacking their freedom and start attacking their liberty, and you wrong, oh man, you're going to lose your connection. You're going to lose a connection with those guys. All right, so now Gemini is going to be the most dramatic when it comes to getting cheated on. Gemini is going to be the most dramatic. She's going to storm out. She going to let you know how they feel. F you, they're going to go off and they're going to go into isolation, but they'll come out of isolation and have a conversation with you and talk and chill and chop it up with you. They'll even forgive you, but do know they're going to bring it up every step of the way. You know what I mean? They're going to bring it up. I mean, in fact, they're gonna bring it up in a form of breaking it off. They're not gonna bring up the details. Get that right. They're not gonna bring up details, but they're gonna make you know that you did wrong. And these are the people that you'll end up breaking up with like 2 or 3 times and stuff before it's finally over. You know what I mean? Because once you do that, you're gonna lose their interest. You know what I mean? Once you lose their interest, because they get bored very fast. Once you lose their interest, it's over. You know what I mean? You're not going to be intriguing to them no more. You're going to be average, and they're going to see you as a beta, and you know what I mean? And that's going to be that. You know what I mean? But let's get to the Libras. Libras is funny because Libras is definitely the definition of hypergamy and monkey branching. You know what I mean? Because Libras, when you cheat on a Libra, don't expect anything sudden, you know what I mean? Because they don't like drama. So y'all have y'all little argument, y'all little spat. That's going to be that. But then they're going to start to plant their eggs somewhere else. And they'll just leave you once their nest is built somewhere else. They're not just going to just dump you and dub you if that leads to them being uncomfortable. Do you get that, guys? So no, they're going to rock you to sleep and get out of there on you. You know what I mean? That's just how Libras do it. That's man and woman. You know what I mean? They'll rock you right to sleep and then they out of there on you. You know what I mean? So that's just how that work with them. Now Aquarius is chill. They're kind of chill with it. They're not gonna care too much because now you just gave the Aquarius leverage. So now you can't really put rules or stipulations on what the control. Like when you cheat on an Aquarius, man or woman, you gave up your right to tell them anything about their freedom or your boundaries now. If you're gonna stay with them, then you're gonna know that it's their world. If it wasn't their world before, it's their world now. So just beware of that and take note of that. You know what I mean? You probably don't want to cheat on the Aquarius and still stay with them because it's going to be, you're gonna know that you do not have total control over them. You're gonna know it. You know what I mean? But in any event, guys, I hope you guys still watching and I hope you enjoyed. Y'all watched to the end. We're gonna do some more stuff like this with the Zodiac Connection playlist. I'm working on that. And like I said, ladies, gentlemen, know yourself